myself. So there is definitely some form of mismatch of essence or spiritual boundary, planar boundary, boundary of the body, boundary of the spirit. Something is connected through in a way that is not normal. But guarding against these things is what Rift Wardens do.
Is that your academic opinion, says Quintus?
Sure.
He purses his lips at that.
We'll go with the word theory.
Well, theory or not.
Guesstimate.
The suggestion to work on such magical devices, regardless of its source, says Quintus, is agreeable. And he glares at Phi.
I wasn't rude to you, was I? I have done that a few times before. Eldon is terribly short, and it is quite funny.
Know that I will discover any tampering done to such a collection of books. Seven volumes. A wizard of your ranking should be able to read the titles.
I think he insulted you.
I also agree that I should be able to read the titles.
Phi's done something to piss this guy off.
Yep. I've
and it had to do something with. He got really annoyed when Phi was describing something, and he muttered "impossible." Lann, that's it. That's the thing that and something else are probably pointing at the reasons why he's pissed off.
So, does anybody want to see a card trick?
If that is all, yes, Quintus, you're free to come and go with these meetings. He was saying that just to be polite to Irbeth, and Quintus gets up and leaves.
I must remember to either rub him the wrong way on purpose, or remember not to rub him the wrong way, although I did it, therefore I thought it was a good idea at the time, because I'm pretty certain
Stop rambling. Are you able? Will you be able to recognize such tomes? If our chief wizard wants a book, then we will go after said book. Is that understood? Says the captain. Yes, sir, they understand, says Hadrian.
Lann just leans over to Phi. You got really pissed off when you said something like impossible. I don't remember the rest of it.
No, it's
when you
said not
that.
The best.
Yeah, I know. I'm just telling you because. Right. So it's because you said impossible.
Hadrian's glaring at Lann. The captain's glowering at Lann from across the room.
What?
Sir Clovis has decided to walk away from Lann and lean against another part of the door just to not be associated through proximity. Yeah, exactly. Just kind of moves over and then leans over so that he could go over and look at Lann.
Int and charisma of just pure shite.
Yep.
And
is there anything else that we should know before we head out?
Did I fart or something? Or
we haven't tried to reach out to the tower, although the tower most likely knows of our presence as well. There are hundreds here. The fact that they have not reached out to say hello is the first warning. That and then flying creatures that could be demons or gargoyles.
Yes. Is there anything aside from the books that's of import?
It is a research library and laboratory. Anything else that you find valuable, you can bring back here.
Do we have any intention on retaking the entire location?
We could take it. I don't know if we have the manpower to keep it. I'd very much prefer anything dangerous or important to be relocated here to defend his heart. I hear that we have quite a library. She's glancing at Fi.
Yes.
I'm sure
it is being organized as we speak.
I'm sure you and the Blackwings will want to add to it. I also know that we don't have quite the facilities to craft potions as of yet.
Probably, well, with the scraps that we had got from the
Topaz Solutions.
From the alchemist shop.
I was already told that some of the crucial components of a potion-making laboratory is, or herbalist shop, are still missing. Such things I know have come out of the Tower of Estrad.
Yeah, yes. Well, we'll find the components as we would. We can create small quantities of particular elixirs if required, but large scale sort of. I'm rambling again. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit unnerved in the whole thing, so I'm going to be quiet over here now. Okay.
They have their objectives, says Hadrian to the captain. Excellent. Give them what they need, if they need it. Okay.
Eldon,
she nods to all of you, and then Clovis opens the door for you guys to leave.
Thank you.
What was that, Ventaren?
Ensure you have enough bullets if there are things flying. Only you and Fi will be able to attack them.
Points.
I'm trying, aside from trying to learn our approach, and it's kind of an over-the-wall sort of upsy-daisy.
Going to the map?
Yeah. There's a big sort of mudslide-looking thing. Whoopsie-daisy.
Well, yeah, you can go, I guess, through the rubble. Ahmed, are you good? We're gonna have to end here.
I'm somewhat phasing, losing it out here.
I don't want to sound like a derp in the woods, but if we're going into a wizard tower,
Ahmed may want to be 100%.
I might want Ahmed to be more awake.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think there's some good fights that are at the wizard tower. Why don't we wait until you're a little more awake next time, Ahmed?
Yeah, for some reason these days, when I wake up at like 5 a.m., I just stay awake. I cannot fall back asleep.
It's because you're old.
It's fucking frustrating. I'm not old.
You're old.
I'm fucked up.
Oh, no, it's not old. Okay.
People run into this when they're like 28. That's when they start like, oh, I can't sleep in anymore. Fuck that.
During your life, you'll go up and down with the amount of sleep that you're going to have just at different phases in your life, and it'll just keep on changing. Right now, I'm in a phase where I can only sleep 7 hours, or I can't fucking do 12 hours anymore.
On Tuesday this week, I slept for 12 and a half hours, and it was fucking glorious.
Yeah, that is normal for me. Waking up at like 5 or 6 and just not being able to fall asleep, that is abnormal.
All right.
Never happened. Never happened before.
Next time, raid on Tower of Estrad, and then actually navigating through the neighborhood to get there. I think
Yes.
that would be.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good fight.
I am ready to use quickened enlarged person as an attack spell. It'll be very interesting.
I'm big and strong. Yeah, but you're easier to hit.
You're really easy to punch now, dude.
Give it.
You're not that
Give it
strong.
to Lan. Give it to Lan.
Oh, you can do it.
But
Land
that
is
doesn't give that much power, though. That much damage.
It's
Like
reach.
Okay.
plus 4 strength.
Yeah.
So on DieDragonDie on Saturday we've got a game. I have no idea what the players are going to be up to. I have no idea what their plans are. So
I'm going to display of strength for the ages.
yeah. There's the,
We'll be
what they're going
strong.
to do next. I don't know. I have an idea of what they're going to do, but I think next game is completely. They're going to try to catch the DM. Which is flat-footed, basically.
We told you what we wanted to do, and then you snapped our yig off, and we don't know how to do what we wanted to do before because our yig is missing, and it makes it difficult.
So Marty, do you want me to sum it up real quick?
You let Acropolis fall into somebody else's hands.
Yep.
You, despite visiting Yig multiple times, never crafted a planar rod to Yig.
Nope.
This guy right here. This guy.
What else? You never crafted a planar rod to Acropolis.
Nope.
That's not me.
You don't know anything about Crucible because Mark ignored Bomb's sending twice and never communicated with Bomb before Eldon died. So you have no intelligence on
Nope.
on Crucible.
There's a big red dragon. Apparently,
And
his eye is 20 feet wide.
The king, who's gone a little bit crazy with the death of his son, owes you something
Wants
like
dragons.
3 songs.
Yeah.
And they're probably songs to places that he either wants to send you or songs of places that the Vosguardians know, the people of Osland know. So, interesting.
He's supposed to. Yeah.
So
So
Marty.
that's this week.
Well, he owes us 3 songs, and we get to.
Yep.
Plus, we have we just randomly fire off songs. We know a few that we can
Now,
just
the reason why I'm
whip
kind of
off.
talking about it in this campaign is that this Demonwatch campaign world exists in the same overall universe.
I am so salty because it's like, hey, I think we just met a dragon. Hey, dragon, fuck off.
Yeah, so there was a
You bother
crossover
me.
moment
Get out of here.
where they encountered in the Outlands, as per a random encounter, a silver dragon, and I decided, well, I know this family of silver dragons in my campaign world that from the other campaign legends, or from Demonwatch that control worlds. So having one that is wandering the plains trying to figure out where it is a thing. And then, for whatever reason, I asked John about this. I'm like, are you not talking to other characters that are Paladin-esque on purpose? Is it because some of them are female? Like, I tried to, he's like, nah. He goes, I just do what it feels right at the time. So, yeah, there was a potential crossover moment where you could have learned about entire worlds of creatures that could have been allies and... a huge city, and
go away. Go away, you bother me. Yep.
DC 45 diplomacy check. Go away, mind your own business.
Oh, they obviously don't want me around.
I guess. I'll make sure they're not doing anything evil. Okay, they're not doing anything evil. I'll watch them for the day because they're doing something suspicious. No, okay, they're not doing anything.
Uker's almost changed in front of her, which would have changed the whole spiel a little bit.
Then she does a swift action, detect evil, knows you're fucking evil as shit, and then tries to smite you.
Well, she might try. She might succeed. And then we have the epic...
Right, anyway, so that was...
Naked Uker fighting Paladin Lady.
There were a bunch of moments where... What am I trying to get at? There are a bunch of moments where, of course, you're going to screw up. But sometimes those moments are pivots that come back to haunt you. Or they're like, okay, then there's momentum from the faction behind that thing. Or an event happens later on, or I'll tuck that mistake away for it to come up, another rainy day to make it even rainier. So yeah, the consequence is a thing that should happen. Sometimes after game, I think I'm like I'll sit back and I'll think about what happened during game. I'm like, I didn't make enough consequence happen. So maybe I've saved up a few of them with the Acropolis event and then the Yig event. Yeah, pretty soon, if it gets to the point where something happens to the gate, you might be stuck on Vosgard.
We've got planar rods to somewhere. I think
Yeah,
it's
but
back
you
to
can only-
Vosgard.
Right.
We have one of Asgard. We should really hit Vergholm and the King and see every rod they have.
I've got something planned. If it gets to the point where you guys cannot pop between worlds,
Where we get stuck.
there's going to be a thing.
Well, so Marty, very quick, find the rods on our world. If we can't, use the Song Gate, get to Nalburn, get to Yig.
There's an assumption in there.
And then
There's an assumption
There's
that
a ginormous assumption. It's not a bad assumption, but
the assumption that there's 2 song gates on Nalburn. Or sorry, there's a song gate on Vosgard. There's a song gate on Acropolis. They're very closely connected places. We don't know if there's one on
We don't
Nalburn.
know the song to Acropolis.
No, we don't know the song to Acropolis.
That's the fucking problem.
the ships had to come from somewhere, right?
Yep. Oh no, the ships are coming from somewhere. So we do know, and they had Nalburnese stuff, and they were fighting through this gate. So
What if we just go straight to Crucible?
How? Oh no, you do know the song.
we know the song to Crucible. We just know that it's into the heart of a. We just know it's into a trap. It's a trap.
Yeah, it's like 3, 2, 1. Ah, spell,
11th level.
fight, shit.
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's do this. Oh,
We are slapping
we resist
dragons
fire,
around like they're
protection from
peaches.
fire. You know, you just wander into an anti-magic zone that's just full of lava, and they laugh at you. It's funny, isn't it?
You should think a little bit harder about this. Like this is my DM hint. You should think a little bit harder about Crucible. Don't say anything. Just you should think if that is the way you're going to go. You should think a little bit smarter and harder about.
I blind jumping into shit.
Yeah.
I do not. We are not at a point in the campaign. Like if we were at the very beginning of the campaign, if we were like level 6, and we're like, Marty, we're just jumping the fuck in, and Marty will be like, okay, because he could say, you all die, and then we go, thanks, Marty, good game. This is awesome.
We'll make some new characters. And
Good stuff, guys. Good stuff.
Right.
Let's end
But
that
we're
shit
at the
right
point-
here.
we're at the point now where that auto-death scenario is, you're a bunch
Very
of dumbasses, stop being dumbasses.
Very
So
possible.
it's not.
well, the thing is, you've invested 41 games worth of time into that campaign, right? So yeah.
So if
41 games, 41 Saturdays worth into those characters.
Yep.
Mark's gone through 3, but Mark going through characters like toilet paper is
not unusual.
no. As he was an accident. No, as he was a mistake.
As it
tactical.
was just a moment of strange.
Yep.
It was weird.
And then he pushed it too far. He was pushing, basically.
Yes.
He was pushing to aggro monsters to force a big confrontation. I think that's what he was trying to do.
Multiple times, Lemmy was like, "Where are you going? Come back! Stop! What are you doing? What are you doing?"
And then
Yep.
and then Remy was
Fucking traitor!
he
Remy
loves
was
the
just-
anti-hero, but he was doing things that
It was
forced
too.
the
It was
party
too much.
Yep.
It's too much. It's too much.
Yep.
It's just too much.
And
The
that-
party
and that-
was like, "Cool, you want to steal 50,000 gold piece items from people? Sure, have at it."
And then Altagar is an interesting, different sort of character.
Yeah, he's definitely different from a Nazi, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see how he turns out. He's pretty fun.
Okay, so game on Saturday for Legends, which is in a very far way, sort of related to Demonwatch, basically the same multiverse. This world is out there, and they could visit it because there's a song gate on this world. I might.
You
not do
realize
that.
it won't be long until you start hearing "Save me, Fi" in the other game. Fi, save me! Our wizard's
Interesting.
broken. We need a new one.
Yeah, there's some sort of puzzle that's going on with Fi's identity and what's going on there. So that's interesting to explore, and we'll continue to do that as they fight demons. Okay, and then
All right.
RimWorld has stolen sleep from me, so I think I'm going to go take a nap or play some RimWorld. I haven't decided yet. But this has been DieDragonDie Presents, the Demonwatch campaign. Hope you guys enjoy this as much as we do. Peace. We'll play this sometime next week. Cheers.